All right, ready to go here. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Number 12, Francisco Lindor.
And we're underway here in Cincinnati. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Just misses. 1-2 to count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
In plenty of time to first, and an easy out to start the game.
Left fielder,
Juan Soto down.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one ripped, but foul. The 1-1. That's towards center. Myers on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That clips the corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking for the strikeout. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And taking the ball for the Mets, Freddie Peralta. What's the scouting report on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Got him. One gone here. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Late on that fastball.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That's too low. Ball 1. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. A little bit low, and it's 1-0.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That's a hit. And Carlos Correa with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Foul ball. 0-2 now. Just missed.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
That just misses, and the count now even up. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Christian Walker in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 on, 2 outs. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Late with the swing there. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Back here in Cincinnati, second inning set to go. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball! That pitch is out.
A little out front there as he swings through it. The 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Here's Luis Robert. And a big swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Brett Beatty.
Ball.
Check
Ball
swing.
2.
No appeal. And the count is 2-0. Swings through that one out in front that time. That's in there. And now 2-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Ball 1.
Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So next up for Houston, Joey Loperfido. Swing and a ground ball. Polanco takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. In there at the knees. Check swing. He held up. And it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Stepping in, Carson Benj. Top of the 3rd, no score. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count even 1-1. That's in there. Outside corner, got him looking.
Batting ninth, catcher,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Alvarez hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Lindor in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. As we go. To the last of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Check swing called strike. Strike one. That's a strike. Out towards right center field. Bench moving under it. And there's one away. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That one missed. And that's a strikeout looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here at Great American Ballpark, new inning getting started. Juan Soto up. for the Mets.
Hey!
That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Caught looking his first time up. And that's fouled off. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Struck out looking his first time. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball right side, Altuve. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bottom of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Fought off foul.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. And the count is filled up. It's a leadoff walk. And that's the go-ahead run. Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball is outside. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And a base hit. And they had their first hit since the first inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. Three-two now. And that'll load the bases. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1-1 down. And this one gets away and can't squeeze it. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Pitching change here, Luke Weaver.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. So next up for Houston, Joey Loperfido. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the...
Swing and a miss, struck him out. All loaded up. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Soto settles under this one, and that ends the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the top of the fifth. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. That one fouled off.
Inside, ball 1. That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. This one in the air center field. Myers under this one. And there's 2 away. Here is Marcus Semien.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball down.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Oh, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Fair ball. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him. Carson Benj now at the plate.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Swings through that one. Runner on the go. That one lifted to left. Loperfido on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers.
Well, these Astros looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
1 away.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Pena batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That misses the zone, and 1-1. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. So next up for Houston, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That one in there across the letters.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And the inning is over. Top six. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Ball.
And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Now pitching.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Steven Okert.
Steven Okert.
Swing and a miss. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Out towards right center field. Smith coming on. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a foul out of play. The Mets with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bichette gets a chance to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Smith has a beat on it. And that is that. Bottom of the sixth. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Brooks Raley taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Raley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 37 years young. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Now Correa up to hit. He's 2 for 2. There's a swing and a miss.
Ball, that's out.
Hit in the air, center field. Robert takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next,
Christian
for the
Walker
Astros.
up next for the
First
Astros.
baseman,
He's 0 for 1.
Christian Walker.
Aye.
2 down, nobody on. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. 2-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Payoff pitch. Got him. That's the inning. We go to the top of the
Leading off
7th, and
for the
stepping in
Mets,
for New
first
York,
baseman,
Jorge Polanco. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 1-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Luis Robert now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Bunts it in the air. Out number 2. Now it's Marcus Semien. 1 for 2.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Smith should have this one. And that is that. Back here in Cincinnati, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. Now pitching for the Mets, number 43, Oscar Francobar.
Laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the...
Tries to get back and see.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Loperfido, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The Mets holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch out, but no action. Struck him out looking. 1 out man at first, and next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz.
Ball 1.
Tapped softly on the ground. Throws to first in time. Not a terrible result as the tying run advances to scoring position. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So the tying run at second.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And a big swing and a miss.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that just misses. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Smith on at second with 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs. And the go-ahead run is on base. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Bunt attempt misses. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we're at the top of the 8th. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And ball 1. Got him swinging. First out in the top of the 8th. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. That's through there for a strike. To the top of the order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Smith settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. Swings through that one for strike 1. Check swing, he held up. 3 balls and a strike. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Robert hustles it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hit. Right there. When you connect.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Devin Williams.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
He was late there, strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Man at second. Just off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
Ball 3.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's 1 away. Correa swings through it for strike 1. The Mets trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Swings through that. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next, Christian Walker. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. In the dirt, but no advance. That's ball one. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is
and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.